Dr. Wallace, I think you've kept me in suspense long enough. How did I pass all my tests with flying colors?
Well, considering you were on your feet all day for several weeks masquerading as a waitress, and considering you were attacked and almost killed, I'm surprised to say that all that fuss in East Meadows didn't do you the slightest harm. Progress is good. Prognosis is normal.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's terrific. I was worried. Thank you.
My pleasure. Now, I hope you've had your fill of excitement for a while and you're going to start taking it easy.
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, Draper and I have planned something rather special, sort of second honeymoon.
Really? Where are you going?
All over Europe. Going to leave for Switzerland in a few days.
I don't think this would be a very good idea. I mean, we could discuss your joining Draper at a later date, but not at this time.
Why? What's the matter? Is there something wrong? Something you haven't told me?
No. Don't be silly. I mean, this is just common sense. Don't you remember all the difficulty you had with your first pregnancy? You have a history of heart troubles. I hate the thought of you going into labor prematurely, and I just think that a trip would just create an unnecessary risk.
But I have to go. I have to be with Draper. We've just gotten back together again. It's important that we spend this time together.
I've got to consider the well-being of this baby. Can't Draper postpone the investigation for a couple of months?
No, I'll ask him, but I'm sure that's impossible. We're supposed to leave this weekend.
No. You've got to take it easy. Now, if you want Julia to have a healthy little baby brother or sister, you're going to have to postpone this little junket for a while.
How are you adjusting, Dr. Bryson? I know it must be difficult for you. I mean, seeing me as an attorney. They have told you, haven't they, that I am going to prosecute the case? Well, will you cooperate? Dr. Bryson, why don't you answer me?
I have nothing to say. I've already told the police as much as I'm going to tell anyone, including you, Richie.
Since you haven't told them anything, I won't take it personally. Look, Dr. Bryson, don't you care what's going to happen for the rest of your life?
Not in the least.
Doctor, I think I can persuade the court to be lenient if you cooperate.
What a magnificent deal. After only 15 short years in the penitentiary, I'll be an ex-convict, stripped of my license to practice medicine, and facing my beloved wife, Beth. No, thank you, Mr. Scott. My life is over. I'm of no further use to anyone.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself. This is your chance to make up for all the things you've done in the past.
As far as my past is concerned, I have reasons. Many reasons for not saying any more than I've already said.
Then what about your daughter? Yes, that's right, Doctor. What about your daughter? She just found out that the man she loves, the man she's admired and looked up to for her whole life, she just found out that he is a criminal.
My daughter came to see me this morning in this place. I refused to see her. For her own sake, I want her to forget she even has a father.
Oh, my God, Matt. How do you expect her to do that?
He has to. I'm not going to see her ever again.
No. No, Dr. Bryson, wait!
What should I have next? Blueberries or a hot fudge sundae?
Nancy, I've gained 10 pounds just sitting across the table from you.
I'm just teasing you, Geraldine. What else happened while I was gone?
Well, Nicole is back, and she's very anxious to see you.
Oh, and I'm so anxious to see her, too. My goodness. I just don't know, I mean, she must be completely recovered, I'm sure. Well, of course. Otherwise, she wouldn't be back from Florida.
She is, and she looks absolutely marvelous. I'm hoping she'll get back to the station very soon.
Oh, I can't wait to talk to her. I can't wait to talk to everybody. You know, I think I'll take the better part of this month to catch up with all my friends.
Well, very soon, you'll have the opportunity of seeing almost all of Monticello assembled in one place.
Really? Why?
A little bit of social news. Raven is getting married.
Again? Who's the lucky man?
My nephew, Skylar Whitney.
Really? Well, double congratulations.
Skylar did everything he could to resist the idea. He wanted them to live together. But Raven wanted a ring on her finger, and she got it, much to my surprise.
Sky and Raven. Sounds intriguing, but not. Raven Whitney.
I hope they're doing the right thing, Nancy. They're such strong personalities. Maybe I shouldn't predict, but I think they have a rough road ahead of them. Marriage demands patience, and neither one has a very abundant supply.
Thank you.
What's the matter?
You're so right, Geraldine. The past is going to follow me no matter what I say or do. The young lady sitting over there alone.
Who is it?
Valerie Bryson. Dr. Bryson's daughter.
You see, Nancy, you really can't avoid the past, can you?
It's, just so soon after I'm still sensitive about it.
That struck a nerve. I could see that. Nancy, confront it head on. It'll be worse later if you don't. Well, I must be going, dear. The mayor is stopping by the station for some reason known only to him.
All right.
Thank you. It was lovely. We'll talk soon.
Hello. Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. Would you mind if I,
Oh, no, please. Sit. Would you like some? Dessert?
Oh, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine.
Are you, really?
Well, actually, Mrs. Carr, I've just come from the jail. And my father wouldn't even see me.
Well, I guess he just has to sort some things out. He, has had his whole world crumble around him, and I'm sure he'll let you know when he's ready.
Well, I'm hoping so. He's all I have.
Well, are you going to be in Monticello long?
I've decided to stay as long as it takes for him to want my help and support.
You're a very lovely young lady, Miss Bryson. I admire your sensitivity.
Thank you.
Where are you going to live? What are you going to do?
Well, I'll have to get a job. The courts have frozen my father's accounts, and I've been completely cut off from any money.
What kind of work do you like to do?
While I was at the Sorbonne, I studied photography. I've done 2 apprenticeships, one in Paris and one in Rome.
So you would be interested in a career in photography?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Actually, I'm hoping to find something here. Maybe apprentice or assist someone in town.
Well, now, maybe I could help you because down the block is an employment agency, and I know the man who runs it. He owns it, actually. So maybe we could down there and see what's listed.
That's very generous of you, Mrs. Carr. But I'm sure you have more important.
No. I'm completely free.
You do know how sorry I am for all the pain my father caused you.
That is in the past. I think what's important is that you get a job.
I don't know how to thank you. I don't know anyone here. There's no one in the world who cares about me.
That's not going to last for very long, I promise you. Now, please,
I'm sorry.
get your things together and we'll go down there.
Oh, Mrs. Carr, why are you doing all this?
Because you didn't do anything wrong to me. And you're suffering terribly. That's not fair. Will you let me help you?
Thank you.
What?
No, thanks. I just don't want any right now. The baby.
Oh, I'll drink your share.
Yeah.
You know, I am so excited. Pretty soon, we're not going to be just drinking imported wine. We'll be in the countries where it's actually made. Oh, honey, I'm so excited about this trip. Not just because we're traveling together and seeing new and different things. Because of the case. I've never been involved in anything so exciting. And if I crack this case, my God, do you realize what that'll do for my career?
Well, you will do it. I'm sure you will.
I don't know. Not if things go the way they did this morning. I had my first meeting with Bryson. I couldn't get him to tell me his social security number, much less anything about the case.
Well, he's despondent.
Yeah, I'll say. He started saying things like he was giving up on his life. He was finished.
Draper, it's understandable.
Yeah. You know, I'm beginning to agree with Mike. Mike thinks he's afraid to talk. He's worked on a lot of faces, some of international importance, and maybe he feels that if he says anything, they'll hurt his daughter.
Valerie? You don't think she's in danger, do you?
I don't know. She may wake up one morning and find she has some very high-powered enemies. That's why this trip is so important. I mean, if Bryson doesn't open up for me, then I've got to go all the way back to square one, Luzerne, and it's enough of this stuff. Let's talk about the good things about the trip. We'll be traveling together, seeing romantic places. I started making a list of the most romantic places in Europe.
You're kidding.
And I heard, no, this is very confidential, I heard that the Colosseum is very romantic at midnight. So how about, you and I go there and we fool around a little bit? How about it?
Draper, you know I had an appointment with Dr. Wallace this morning.
Well, you're okay, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I'm fine. I managed to escape from East Meadows without a scratch. But he feels it would be unwise to travel right now, that it might put the baby's health in jeopardy, and of course I agree with him. The problem is that I can't bear the thought of being separated again for a long period of time. We've just gotten back together. It seems like we never stay that way. I love you. And I want to be with you. Always.
Look, it's okay. It's no problem. I'll just tell Mike to forget about it. Get somebody else.
You can't. You have got to take this job for your sake, for Mike's sake. Do you think I'd ever be able to forgive myself if I knew I was the reason why you couldn't go? I just don't want to lose you.
No. You'll never lose me. Look, we just have important things we both have to do. Unfortunately, we can't do them together. Look, all I want you to think about is having the healthiest, strongest baby in the world, all right?
I will. Promise.
And I promise, too.
What?
I promise I won't be away very long.
Hey, Tyler. I'll take one, too. Calvin, what do you want in this thing?
The works. As a matter of fact, give it to me. I'll do it myself.
You're going to kill yourself if you eat that.
Not to worry, old buddy. I have a cast iron stomach.
Now, why is it that the cops on television are always eating pheasant under glass? You know, one of these days, Calvin, you and I are going to sit down at a mahogany table with real silverware and some cloth napkins.
Dream on, man. We're lucky we got time to scarf down these dogs.
Yeah, I forgot to pay for this thing.
Oh, it's okay. Well, don't worry. Seriously, my treat.
To what do I owe this unexpected surge of generosity?
Well, you haven't heard. The chief is not marrying Raven Swift. And as far as I'm concerned, that's cause for fireworks and brass bands.
I mean, the chief gave her the boot.
I'm not positive. It might be the other way around, but that's not important. As far as this detective is concerned, he's much better off out of it.
I mean, she gave him the axe. Well, I think that's great. I mean, considering you were so adamantly opposed to the wedding in the first place.
Tyler, are you interested in Raven Swift?
Well, I think the woman has some very interesting qualities. I mean, I don't know if I'd ever want to lead her down the aisle, but I just think a woman like Raven Swift should be available to the world.
I don't believe it.
Hey, she's a very intriguing woman.
She is double trouble, man. I told you, I've seen the guy she's carved up.
Well, that doesn't bother me. As a matter of fact, I find women like that rather exciting.
Oh, Romeo, huh? Well, Romeo, listen, I hate to put poison ivy on your trellis, but rumor has it that Raven Swift is still getting married.
You just told me that she and Derek...
Not to the chief. She is going to the chapel with Mr. Schuyler Whitney. How does that grab you?
Sky Whitney? I mean, Martine Duval's boyfriend. She can't do that.
She can and will, amigo.
Oh, she's making a big mistake.
Well, why don't you try telling her that?
Well, as a matter of fact, Calvin, I just might do that. How does that grab you?
Who's going to pay for these?
He said he did.
He said you will.
Oh, okay. Take credit cards?
No, but I'll take food stamps.
You're on.
This is it?
All the comforts at home.
Oh, my God, there's a lot of noise from the street.
What do you want for $12 a night?
Yes, it certainly is in the Waldorf.
Sweetie, $12 in advance?
Yes, of course. Here. $12. Can you please have the valet service wake me at 7?
Sure, and the bellhop will be right up to sing you to sleep.
What are you doing here? And yet you cannot leave.
Saturday night.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't see you come in. Just a minute.
Oh, are you all right?
Yeah. Plan you makes me feel better.
Thank you.
Can I help you?
Yes, the H.T. Lewis Employment Agency sent me over.
Who?
I'm here to inquire about the assistant's job.
Oh. I'm looking to be my assistant. Unfortunately, I'm the wrong guy. I'm just here installing the equipment just for today.
Oh, well, is the owner around?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I'll just wait.
Sure, go ahead. Listen, you need anything, give me a shout.
Thank you.
You like my camera?
Yes. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have
That's
touched
all
it. Force of habit. Actually, I am here to inquire about the assistant's job. My name's Valerie Bryson.
How do you do, Miss Bryson? I'm Carlo Crown.
The Carlo Crown?
The Carlo Crown.
Get out of the state you're in as Fred Schneider of the B-52s picks his favorite videos when he co-hosts Radio 1990. And Lisa Robinson continues her look at rock's men in makeup with Boy George, next on USA.